to YWC Football Talk. I am live right now, Detroit, Michigan. I see Ford Field in the distance. I see a not-so-packed Comerica Park in the distance, and off further in the distance, Little Caesars Arena. But we're here live on Crier's Twitter, Crier's Twitch, Crier's YouTube, and also my YouTube, YWC Football Talk, to talk all things SummerSlam. I'm also joined as I usually have a very professional environment, but today I have my luggage as my laptop stand, but the microphone made the trip. So did the ring light, because, guys, you got to look good to talk about this sort of stuff. But anyway, guys, we're going to wait for Randy Oscar to get in here, because I feel like he's going to join at some point. You can see Stefan's head in the foreground. I'll fix the laptop. This is live. We're going. And then, look, so Stefan, you have Alex Lorenzo on his phone.
Got us wrong.
Oh, well, you know what? Well, that's the thing. We're live, so who really cares?
Yeah, we're live, pal.
Yeah, we're live, pal. What? What? But how are you guys doing today?
Great.
Fantastic.
Can't wait
already, but
yeah.
long day ahead.
Long day ahead. But you know what? We are right now. It's the calm before the Tribal Combat Storm, which we will be seeing live tonight at Ford Field. Also, as you guys know,
you might have read that on Twitter from Crier Media.
that was me. But then remember, guys, tonight there's gonna be full coverage coming from Ford Field. So stay tuned to my TikTok and Instagram Reels, because that's all gonna be getting uploaded very, very soon. Or actually, you might wait for the reel to upload later. So today's just about SummerSlam, and not what we did yesterday. But anyway, guys, before we get started, I just want to ask you guys, what match are you most excited to see tonight?
Matt, you already know your answer.
Stefan,
I got to think about it.
I gotta look up the card.
You already answered it on the way up. You said Cody.
I'm excited to see Cody.
That's what he asked.
I'm excited to
You're not
see
gonna
match.
watch
Gunther.
Oh.
Gunther versus McIntyre. Like, there's a streak on the line, right? So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's like the
for
title reign. There's the
Intercontinental title reign. So yeah.
Has Drew ever been Intercontinental? Oh,
Yeah.
Since he's come back. Obviously, he won in 2009, but I don't think he's won since he's come back.
Nope.
You want to come closer to the camera instead of taking a photo of me?
No, definitely not. I'm not taking a photo of you.
Oh.
I did that already.
I saw the Instagram. But yeah, no, my big thing with the Gunther Drew McIntyre matches, I think that could potentially be the show stealer of the night. It was like, look, the Triple Threat Mania with him, the two of them, and Sheamus was incredible.
I think that's a hot take, man.
Ooh.
Saying Drew and Gunther might steal the show.
Yeah. It might. We don't know. We don't know.
I think it's a pretty big possibility.
Yeah, I think so. Let me just see here. Oh, and look, now we get the full screen setup now with everyone else involved. But here's the other thing I'm going to do quickly. Just go to design. I'm going to try to remove the. You know what? I'm going to keep it in there. We're just going to close this, and so it's like one big screen.
I'm going to do this. No, I'm not. Just kidding.
I don't even know
My
what
podcast, my rules, guys. We all know that. But when I say you can steal the show, like, I mean, like, it's one of those like potential sleepers for match of the night. Like,
But it's not. They have only put on bangers, Griff. It's not a sleeper. It's not a bold
Fair.
prediction.
fair. Besides that, like, I could see the women's triple threat being good. It's just I feel like
Nope.
Really?
Just skip it.
Just skip.
Charlotte's in. It's gonna be god awful.
See, it's like so annoying. There's two other amazing
Her
women in
her
it.
spots will be bad. The other two.
She's not. She'll be fine in the match. She just shouldn't win.
She probably will.
Yeah. Charlotte win.
I
Io
don't think
cash
she
in.
is.
I'm thinking she's gonna win and then lose it immediately. I can absolutely see that.
I can see that, but at the same time too, you have Charlotte win to get another title reign under her belt. But here's the thing: that then you have the Io cash in happen.
It's not the same guy booking. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. I think my prediction would be that Asuka retains by beating Bianca, and then Bianca and Charlotte are like have a confrontation after, and Bianca just beats the shit out of her after.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see something like that happening. I wouldn't mind seeing people get the title back, but I feel like it's kind of like
She'd have to like turn.
Yeah.
Or, like be edgier.
that's the thing. That's just
And like
the thing.
win in a like a cheating or like a sly way.
100%. That's
She
what.
can't go back to being Cena again.
That's the thing. Like where Bianca, I know she lost at Saudi, but I feel like she still should have lost at Mania this year.
Yeah, but she was like a week away from being the longest reigning champion.
It was a day, or it was a year to the. I think it was a year to the day when she beat Becky at 38. I almost at 32 because they were both in Dallas.
No, she after LA she broke a record of some sort.
Okay.
Longest Raw champion or longest African American champion, something like that. Yeah, I think both.
There's been 17 confirmed Battle Royal entrants. Maybe
They
we'll
said
get,
25,
maybe
right?
we'll get Orton in it. Maybe we'll get like
Yeah, if they bring back Orton for the.
Stevie Ray might be in it. Some Booker's here.
If fucking Orton comes back in the just for the Battle Royal, I'll walk out.
Imagine that. That'd be
Riddle's
epic.
in it though, right?
Try to name all 17 people in it.
I
LA
saw
Knight.
the list.
LA Knight,
Yeah.
Santos,
Yeah.
Waller,
Yeah.
Butch,
Yes.
Sheamus,
Yep.
AJ,
Yes.
Cross.
Yes.
There was 9 announced that I saw. I can't remember the other 2.
Somebody who's got huge balls.
Literally or figuratively?
Both.
I don't know about literally.
No, I think you know about literally.
Literally,
Rob Van Dam.
Literally, they're tiny. I mean,
Oh, Miz.
Yep.
Forgot he was out there last night.
what?
Think of people
That's
that we've
9.
seen in the hotel.
That's 8. Fucking yeah. That's what I'm just trying to think of wrestlers. Is Ridge in it?
Yes.
Is JD McDonough in it?
No.
Doesn't not listed.
Sheldon's not listed, is he? Because I have to kiss Griff if he's in it.
No.
True story. No, he's not at the moment.
Bobby?
This guy might not be in it because he's still at the front desk.
Ciampa.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah. Ciampa was at the desk for way too long.
And then there's a champion in it. I don't know if you said him already.
Theory?
Yeah. And then
That's the only champion
then
on the
there's
show.
2
besides the tag
fucking
women's.
scrubs, but they might be eating at a certain chain restaurant.
Fucking Justin Incredible and
Eclipse.
eating or serving?
Eclipse.
Oh, fucking the Good Brothers, of course.
Yeah. I think that's everyone.
You know, there's one right across the street.
Yeah. And you said fucking Alpha Academy already?
No, I didn't. But
They're
then,
the last 2.
all right,
Yeah.
so 17. Who do we think is the next 8?
Thank
9.
you.
What is it? 25 and they're
25.
17. So
Who else could be in it?
Probably Montez and Dawkins.
Or
Is
fucking-
Bobby in it
or
or no?
Lashley?
You
all
gotta
3
think-
of them should be in it.
Well, because if Sheamus and Butch and Ridge are in it, it would make sense to do Bobby with.
Yeah, they just attack them.
And then you can do something where like one of they eliminate each other and it starts like a brawl, like kind of.
Maybe they fucking put Sheldon and Cedric in there to go old hurt business versus new hurt business.
What about
That actually would be the only way that you would get on.
Heard Abyss might be in it.
I'd rather Mia Yim in it than
He's
fucking,
still alive. I'm surprised you brought him up.
He works for WWE.
Yeah, but you only talk
Hey, you
about
only talk about dead
guys.
people when it's that random.
Hey, who do you think's reffing the Battle Royal? Joey Morella? Too soon, Griff.
That was 1994. It's
God.
2023.
Abe Lincoln is still too soon.
Yes.
When we die,
you know
we
who that
will
is?
die.
Abe Lincoln.
Do you know who Abe Lincoln
He's
is?
not American. I don't know. How many U.S. presidents can you name?
Ooh, George Washington.
Okay.
James Madison.
Okay.
Andrew Jackson.
Okay.
Grover Cleveland.
Okay.
Franklin Pierce.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, he only knows like
Threw that one out there before Obama.
I'm trying to go older than new.
Do you learn? You don't learn this stuff, do you?
No, but like I've known it through things.
I was
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton.
No.
He was
No,
never
he was
president.
never president.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Ben Franklin.
No.
Oh, Ben Franklin. No.
I should know who that is.
He was a great guy.
Truman.
All right, we don't have to. You don't have to name them.
Yeah.
You got a lot.
No. I saw Oppenheimer, so I know some JFK.
Yeah.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, JFK is one of the more famous ones.
Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
George Bush.
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You forgot one really big one in the 90s.
Ronald Reagan.
No, you said that.
I said Bill Clinton.
Oh, you said Clinton? I didn't hear
I
you.
said Clinton.
The penis sucker.
And then there's another one that I'm thinking of that was after Truman.
PSAs?
Who's after
Yeah.
Truman but before JFK?
I don't know.
I
We're
don't know
done.
the order as well as I should.
After Truman?
Yeah.
You said Gerald Ford?
Yeah.
After Truman, there was FDR.
Yeah, you didn't say.
That's who I was thinking of, Franklin Roosevelt.
You didn't say fucking Michael Penis Sucker Hayes.
Yeah, there's Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt. All right, this podcast has gone off the rails.
That's my podcast.
I was thinking. I was listening to Grayson Waller talking about how he was a history teacher when he was before he came to America, and it's like I'm just thinking like, imagine how easy fucking Australian history must be. It's like what have they gone through?
Been around for a while.
I know, but it's like we had so many wars, we had so many fucking like bad shit happen. I feel like Australian history must have been a fucking cakewalk compared to American. You guys can. I don't know about Canadian history. How was that class? Fucking easy.
We learned a lot about your history.
No, yeah. How many U.S. presidents can you name?
Not
Griff-
as many
Griff
as
ran
him.
off
Not
with
as many
his
as him. No.
Well, I also just remember from Oppenheimer, so it's just like
Oh yeah.
Franklin Pierce was in it.
no. Oppenheimer was Truman.
Yeah.
It was at the time of the movie. It was JFK was just a senator. It was right
Yeah,
before.
yeah. I know when it took place.
Yeah, it was right before there, and then there was the one between the one in the 50s. I don't remember who.
Didn't you say you wanted to go to Hiroshima? Hiroshima?
Nagasaki.
All right, so back to SummerSlam. As we had our history lesson for the day, folks. I want to try to figure out how to get to the exact chat because there is someone viewing, and I feel like it could be
Randy.
It's only one person.
the three incredible legends. There's four of us here, actually, Randy.
Hey,
There's
Randy.
four of us
Randy,
here.
I don't think Randy knows Stefan.
No, he doesn't, but there's four people in the hotel rooms. That's what I'm saying.
He's not a legend yet. Just
No.
wait. Once this video.
To us, he is after
Yeah.
last night.
Let's see if I can do it. Oh, you can do it. So see?
Are you inviting Randy on?
You fighting Randy on.
Yeah, Skype. Have the viewers come on. All right, what's the next match?
All right, cool. Let me get into it. Ricochet versus Logan Paul.
It's gonna be a good match.
Spot fest. Viral moment.
Griff called it Spot Fest. I think it'll be less. I don't think it'll be that crazy. I don't think that Logan can do a Spot
I
Fest.
bet you it's quick.
Bet you it's 11 minutes around there.
I think 11 to 15, somewhere in there.
Under 15.
Especially, I think if it's because it's opening, you have to go at least 10.
Well, it's only opening so he can leave.
Yeah.
Is it opening for sure?
Yeah.
Do they-
It's opening because he's going to get the Dallas
Yeah,
to fight.
yeah. Good for him.
But then at the same time, too, it's just like they probably have a private jet like waiting for him at like where the
Yeah, but
executive airport in Detroit
yeah,
is.
he's definitely taking. He said he's taking it private, but
Yeah.
you still have to get there, and then you still have to fly, and you still have to get to the arena. He's gonna go get there like probably as he's walking out, and like in his WWE ring gear too.
Or probably change when he's in the air.
No, he said he plans on walking out in his gear.
That's funny.
I don't know if he's actually gonna do that though.
Let's rip this Band-Aid off quickly. The MMA rules match.
Shayna
Yeah.
ends Ronda's career.
Has to. And yeah, Ronda's not coming back.
Over under.
Hopefully forever.
Over under. I'll say 4.5 minutes.
Over. Like 6 to 8.
They're not gonna do it dirty. Probably over 10, honestly. If it's really her last match, and they're probably begging for time because they're best friends.
Randy, what match are you talking about? Will it steal the show?
What?
Because he said, will it steal the
Randy or
show?
me?
Go, Randy
Will
commented.
that one?
I think
Absolutely
MMA
not.
rules, Randy, or the
I
Ricochet
think-
Logan
I
Paul?
think it could actually
I
be
would-
kind of good.
I would
but-
say he meant Ricochet.
I think so too. I think
Yeah.
I don't know about show stealing, but I feel like it could be a match where a lot of people were like, "Yo, that was awesome."
Well, no one's talking about Gunther and Drew stealing the show. No one knows that they can wrestle. But yeah, I think Shayna and Ronda will be better than it sounds, but it won't be great. It won't be like that good.
Since we're talking about the participants, Randy asks us. I'm going to throw the question up on here. Thank you very much, Randy. Does LA Knight win the Battle Royal? I'm going to go no, just because we were talking about this earlier today.
Probably no, but I just want to say
Yeah.
You're going to say
Will
no,
LA Knight lose? Yeah.
no because he won on the Go Home show?
No, but just because it's not part. His push
He
is
did-
gonna be lose, and crowd gets
He
restless.
just won last night. Let him win the fight.
well,
There's
he's not
nobody else-
losing everything, but
there's
he's
nobody
losing the
else.
big ones.
Nobody else needs it.
For clarification, by the way, he
No.
did mean the Logan Paul and Ricochet match for Will It
Of
Steal the
course.
Show. So we're just airing that out there. And
Unless he was
also,
just
hopefully,
joking.
hopefully the audio's good. By the way, Randy, for this, just because it's a very, very DIY guerrilla style podcast. Just because look, I've never recorded from first time we're actually recording in the States, believe it or not.
I could see Waller winning.
I can see Waller winning for
Yeah,
the
that's
Heat.
what I said earlier.
Matthew Farrelly,
Okay. How old is Grace Waller?
33.
Yes. Ooh.
Born in the same age as Jim
Matty
Rogan.
Wahlberg.
Yeah. He would come out and flip burgers and shit.
He's also a Sydney Roosters fan.
Yeah, I picked Waller.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Waller for.
Last eliminating LA Knight.
I would go Waller for the Heat, and then he cuts a promo, and then that's when I think you could get the Orton return.
Could you imagine that?
Wow.
Fucking
What?
Grayson Waller.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Why
Fucks with all the legends.
Orton and Waller?
Because he's messing with all the legends.
Yeah, it's like you had the Cena at Money in the
You really
Bank,
gonna
and then
bring
you had
Orton?
Edge at
You
MSG.
really gonna bring Orton back to do nothing with Riddle, or like Roman or somebody? I just feel like it's such a weak spot. I mean,
It's
you
been
need to
almost
do
2
it
years.
when Roman comes back. I mean, when Orton comes back, it should be for him because it's been so long. Like he shouldn't come back and like immediately just like help Grayson Waller.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying help Grayson Waller, but I think you have, or you even have someone random
Well,
come
you
out.
don't have Orton come back and say and do something with Waller for like it's to give Waller the rub.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think that's gonna happen.
But you're gonna. I think there's a part in the show though where if Waller wins, you have him get on the mic, cut a promo, and then you can have someone come out.
Yeah, the fucking Rock. Just kidding. Well, that's who he's been calling out.
Or do you even do Undertaker?
I don't know, but he's been on Twitter a lot. He's been talking about the Rock,
Okay.
I wouldn't
and he did
mind
the people's elbow in a match.
Oh yeah. Herb Dean did a pretty good people's elbow last week on Dustin Poirier. I kicked him in the head. Oh, let's look at a new one. I like this question for Randy. Are we getting any new champions tonight? I think we get at least 2.
All right, let's just go. Let's just do the predictions
All right, cool.
without answering any questions real quick.
All right, cool. Before we get to the championship matches, Randy, I want to talk Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. I think we're all in agreement that Cody Rhodes should be the one to win tonight,
Yeah.
or Cody Rhodes will win tonight.
Winning.
Better not be squished.
It doesn't make any sense to him for him to lose.
But that too, like if it was a Brock Lesnar,
He's got to be like -1,000.
Yeah, I don't want to look up the betting odds just because that kind of like gives. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong, but at the same time too, it's just kind of
Sometimes you go to like 3 different websites and they'll have drastically different odds.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
exactly. I do think, but that we were saying this though. I think this match will probably go 8 to 12 minutes.
It has to be longer than the first 2, which was like 11, if that.
Yeah, I think this one gets
Better go
a lot of
15.
time.
I'll look it up quickly.
Should have had a stipulation.
The first one was probably a little under 15. The second one was probably like 8.
Should have been like a cage or something.
They're
This is
already
already
doing a
fucking
couple.
tribal combat.
Yeah, well, the stupid MMA rules match.
Night of Champions was 9:40.
I think the other one was almost identical.
I thought it was a little longer.
No, it says that's what I'm reading. 9 minutes.
No,
47.
no, the backlash one.
Both were 9 minutes.
Wow.
I think we get it. I hope we get at least 10, and then also too. Cody's match with Dominic at Money in the Bank was only 8 minutes.
Yeah,
Cody,
he did.
Cody can't
Dom-
wrestle. That's what Stefan's been saying.
What?
He's been saying Cody can't wrestle. He's just a pretty face.
No, well, he can't. It would be such an AEW move to have Cody work a 25-minute match with Dom and have like 8 false finishes. Like he's much better than Dom. He's got to squash him.
Yeah.
The little shenanigans with Judgment Day. That match was perfect.
I think 10 to 12 minutes is a good time frame for this match for Brock.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want
I
to
want
discuss
more.
time really. I don't really.
I just want to hear "whoa" 4 times.
We will.
2 on the way out, 2 on the way
It's a
back.
long ramp, so we might get it even more than that
Just keep repeating the song.
until he gets back up the ramp. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Match times or whatever. You got to. It's hard to predict.
I gotta open up the page again, and then going into the championship matches, we already talked about the women's title and the Intercontinental, but it's on to the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Finn Balor.
Yes. Finn Balor's gonna
I
win.
hope Finn wins. I don't see him winning though.
I just feel, for me though, I just see someone tweet this out that kind of agreed with him. If Finn doesn't win, then what was the point of having Priest win the Money in the Bank? Just because I feel like if you have Finn win the title and you have Priest win the Money in the Bank, it creates that awkward
Oh,
tension between the Judgment
He
Day.
said they were boys last night.
I mean,
They did, but-
also.
No.
Yeah, he said they don't want to break up. Like really.
He said they were boys.
But you can easily
Finn can just
you
be
can
jealous.
easily have Finn lose and have Priest still matter. Priest goes on, beats a champion down the line, and then Finn's like, well, now I want the fucking title, and then they feud.
Or in a crazy move, what if you had Seth win, but then Finn beats him down, and then Priest does the cash in?
Could happen too. But I don't think
They
Priest is
stay
going to
together.
be.
I just
I don't think
selfishly,
they're giving it to Priest right away.
I just selfishly want to see a cash in live. That's my thing.
I think they're waiting because there's been way too many quick cash-ins in the history. So I don't think that we're getting one tonight.
Do we think this?
And I feel like they're going to save them for like Raws and SmackDowns.
that sense to kind of catch people off guard.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like you don't need it at the big shows.
I just feel like it adds an element to it because I think it would mean more for like for those two, just because they've never been champion before. Like, say if it's someone who's been a champion, it's like, okay, you can cash in. Like, say if it was a 2-time winner, or like say if you had the Miz win Money in the Bank this year.
Yeah,
I know Matt hates the Miz. I'm
It
just
would be
throwing out a random
cooler if it was on SummerSlam for their first title. And I
Yeah.
get that.
kind of like who was like kind of like remember when Orton did it at 2013. I know not his first title reign, but that was the first one that comes to mind when cashing in on a big pay-per-view, or even Seth at Mania 31. That moment that goes down in history.
Yeah, but you can't duplicate that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but he did that. You can't do anything close to that again.
No.
Or else it's just they're copying it.
Like, yeah, you're not gonna have that history moment. I'm just saying from a context standpoint,
No,
because
no.
it is a big 4 event. When
But
you think of WWE.
I would put money if I had to put money on it. I would say neither cash in.
Do we think how long do we think this match goes? Because I can see this. Well, I think they'll go at least 20.
They had a really short match last time, so I think they're saving it for tonight.
Yeah.
We might get like a 20-minute match with entrances, but I think they might be slotted for like 20, 25 minutes.
I just want to say whoa.
Yeah. See how long that goes.
Excuse me. I have to text Joey Janela to let him know that we're in our room still. And then, you know what? Last but not least, guys, we have tribal combat. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso. Do we think we get Jimmy tonight or no? Like, coming out in a moment, or
I don't know. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, Jimmy's just gonna come back and turn on."
no?
On Jay, it's like, well, what's the fucking? That makes no sense.
Oh, I don't mean that. Like I mean to
I know. I'm just saying what I've heard.
because is Jimmy hurt? Is
but-
Jimmy legit hurt, or is it
No,
kayfabe?
it's storyline. Okay. It's like I don't know. Why write him off if he's just gonna come back already for this? I thought
That's
they wrote him off so it's like, so Jay's like down. A
Yeah.
man.
I think this is the moment though where Orton, because when I think of
Unless they do a thing where it's like he's healthy, and then like Jimmy comes out with like Jimmy says like he's healthy, and he comes out with him for his entrance, and it's like Roman's now struggling because he thought he took him away. I could see that other than more than him doing like a run in.
but like this would be the one where because remember when Roman beat Edge at the first Money in the Bank with fans,
Yeah.
like fans back in the arena. Obviously there was a SmackDown before, but then the Money in the Bank was like the second show, and then you had that grand moment with Cena coming out. I think this is where you get a potential for. I think an Orton feud would make more sense than Lashley right now, just because Lashley is a heel.
For who?
I was gonna say Orton because only people
Orton
think
and who?
Orton or Lashley. Then Lashley doesn't really do anything. I feel like that's more of a SmackDown thing.
Wait, what do you? For
Oh,
what?
I was gonna say it's for someone who's gonna challenge Roman next because we
Oh.
all think Roman's because we all
Well, I
assume
mean,
Roman's gonna win.
I agree with the Sam Roberts method of you can't fantasy book Randy Orton because he's just been out for so long and no one knows when he's coming back. So I don't know. I don't want to talk about Randy Orton.
That's the whole point of fantasy booking.
Yeah.
Someone who is literally may never wrestle again.
It's like fantasy booking. Like, who would you have? Bret Hart would face.
But it's like, well, we're trying to talk about SummerSlam. It's like, well, I don't want to go on a rail of Randy Orton who's probably not going to wrestle again.
Then why even talk? It's a possibility.
About Orton, I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
It's a dumb possibility.
Yeah, it's a dumb possibility, but it could work. We'll have to wait and see. But I just think it's better to fantasy
It's like
books.
we're wasting our time discussing a guy who's probably not coming back soon.
I just think it's better to fantasy book someone like him than someone like Big E, just because with Big E there was a report that came out yesterday about he may not be able to wrestle ever again.
Yeah,
I know
there's been
Orton's-
reports about that for Orton for a year now.
Oh, I know that with Orton, but you know what I mean. Like where there's the rumors of Orton coming back. Meanwhile, there's been not a single rumor of Big E not coming.
There was a rumor every time Big E shows up to television, Big E's there. We don't know what's going to happen. Every time Orton's there, oh, Randy Orton.
Do
So
we know
stupid.
what-
Just let these guys.
Is Orton's a neck injury too, or do we know what it is?
It's
Or
back.
okay,
It's a really bad back.
probably what Shawn Michaels was like in '98, or
I have no idea.
what's the story about that? He basically got to Gorilla and then just collapsed.
Who?
Shawn.
No, he had a bad back for months. He didn't wrestle.
He started in the Hell in the,
He wrestled
the
for
casket match.
He didn't wrestle the entire lead up to WrestleMania.
No, but then at Mania 14, didn't he like barely just make it to the backstage?
Barely made it
He
to the
struggled.
ring.
Good match though. Not great, but did better than a lot of guys would.
First Undertaker Kane match.
That one was probably the best one. That's the first time somebody kicked out of a tombstone, right?
I don't think so. Maybe.
My whole thing for
Definitely
He might
tonight.
have kicked out of two.
He did kick out of two.
Kind of dumb.
Random question for you guys: what number SummerSlam will this be for you guys?
I don't remember how many I've been to. I can't. I know.
07. He was at 98. 07 for me.
We went to
12,
12 and
14.
and then we went to 15, but I don't remember how many more after that. We went to 15 was like
was
what?
it?
Lesnar and no.
Lesnar
We went
Taker.
to multiple ones at Barclays. We saw Lesnar and
yeah.
Taker. We saw Lesnar and
Oh yeah,
Orton.
I thought those were Survivor.
Then there was that triple threat with like it was like Lesnar, no Fatal Four, Lesnar, Strowman,
That
Joe,
that
and
we didn't
someone
go.
else.
That I didn't go to.
And then the next year,
Yeah,
I think
in
Reigns
Chicago.
was in that one, and then there was
That
the
was
next-
Brooklyn 3. We didn't go to that one.
and then there was the following year where Reigns beat Lesnar,
I didn't go. We didn't go to that one either.
Yeah.
and then like a 6-minute match.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So that was what, 17?
Yeah, 17 was the Fatal Four Way, 18 is where Roman won the title.
What was 16? Brock and Orton?
Yeah, and then they had the fight
Yeah, that was
backstage.
the last one we went to, I thought. And then,
What was
Was it-
17?
oh no, we went to the Cena and Seth one.
Yeah,
The US and WWE title.
Yeah, that was the same as fucking Orton and Lesnar.
where John, we were talking about this
No.
earlier. John
I thought
Stewart.
Orton and Lesnar was just us and we sat up at the top. That was after the Evolve show.
Because that one didn't. Man, what's his face?
Because Cena and we saw with Griff and TJ.
And that's the Undertaker and Brock
Oh,
Lesnar. Because that
that
match
was-
didn't main event.
That Hell in a Cell or Cage, whatever it was
So here's the full
that
card.
was
for-
SummerSlam or Survivor Series?
I have the full card for 2017. It was Cena beat Corbin, Natalia
We
beat
didn't go to
Naomi,
that one. That one
Yeah.
we didn't go to.
Big Cass defeated Big Show,
Yeah, we didn't go to it.
Randy Orton Rusev, Banks thing. But yeah, Brock Lesnar defeated Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns.
Go to
and
the one
Samoa
where he beat Orton, or the one where the one where Seth and Cena wrestled for both titles, and see if that was the same show as the Undertaker cage match.
It wasn't a cage match, but it was.
Wasn't anything.
It was anything. I think they fought again at like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view a couple months later in Hell in a Cell. Yeah, because let's see, for that year, that was Sheamus, Randy
It was
Orton.
one where Undertaker tapped, right?
That was the one where the New Days won the title.
That means nothing. They won it so many times.
The one they won the first time, the one where they won that led to the crazy feud.
I'm just gonna look it up because I can't follow anything.
So it was 16. 16 was the last one we went to.
That's what I said.
Dolph Ziggler and Rusev ending in a no contest. That was the fun
Stop
fact.
saying matches nobody will.
This was
remember.
that was the last SummerSlam Cody Rhodes wrestled in that Stephen Amell tag match, and now tonight's his first SummerSlam back because he was obviously hurt last year.
98, 07, 12, 14, 15, 16.
And this one.
So this will be 7 for you?
Yeah.
This will be 4 for me because 14, 15, 19, and 23.
6 for me.
I've only been at 2.
He's wearing the shirt from 2019.
Biggest party of the summer. Always seem to go to fucking the shittiest
Well, this
ones.
will be the second one.
12 and
Won't be the
14
one.
were shittier compared to 13.
13 of that banger Punk Lesnar match.
And Cena and Bryan.
Yeah. 2012 was that horrible Nobles Barn match with Brock and Triple H.
Ugh, the fucking perfect storm.
Yeah.
I actually fucking rooted for Cena after I met CM Punk in that triple threat match.
What was in 2019 again? Was it Goldberg and or was that Survivor Series? Goldberg and
Lesnar?
Yeah.
No, Survivor Series.
Okay.
Minute 26.
Wait, we didn't go to 2018? Why not?
Because we had Survivor Series
Expensive.
and then we had SummerSlam like a couple
Seth
years
Rollins
apart,
defeated Brock Lesnar at 2019 SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Fucking Seth beat Brock Lesnar like 14 times. Ridiculous.
The matches are memorable from that show was there was that. There's the Fiend. Kofi Orton was okay. I don't remember being anything special.
Everyone will
remember-
remember Bayley defeating Ember Moon.
Oh, fuck.
I remember that in NXT.
Oh yeah, Goldberg beat Ziggler in minute
right? Was that
50.
the same
Only
one?
an-
I'm getting-
Any idiot can get lucky twice.
And then the other one was
That's Toronto, right? Or no?
Yeah, that was Toronto.
Well, I don't remember 2018 at all. The show opened up with Seth Rollins, who was with Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose was with Seth Rollins. Defeated Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre in a 22-minute Intercontinental title match.
I think I remember that.
They have some good matches.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
one
great
great
matches, but
Last two
I don't
matches,
really remember
4
Dolph
minutes,
and Drew.
4 minutes and then 6:10. What a way to close out your pay-per-view.
What a waste of Dean Ambrose having him accompany.
3
Seth.
out of the last 4 matches were under 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Which one was this?
Finn Balor defeated Corbin in 1:35.
Oh.
Nakamura beat Jeff Hardy in 11 minutes. Ronda beat Alexa in 4 minutes. Roman beat Brock in 6:10.
Yeah, why
What
did
an
that Corbin-
awful close to your pay-per-view. Oh my god, what
What year
an
was that?
awful show.
I bet you can't
2018.
guess what was the longest match at SummerSlam 2019 was actually Charlotte and Trish was 16 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, you had your fucking 22-minute match, and then the 7th match was 15, 22, and then 23.
A single
They
match.
probably had no
Was that
time
the
for
same
anything.
weekend with that takeover?
Yeah.
With, like Adam Cole and
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gargano? Oh man, the 2 out of 3 falls.
That was Toronto, yeah.
That was the best.
Everything was good on that show, but
I didn't see
Mia
the
Yim and
cage.
Shayna
I
Baszler.
didn't see the cage, and then like out of nowhere, it just came out. I'm like,
They had like a black curtain surrounding it, and like
Yeah, because it was a different cage.
right away we kind of knew, like we were like, yeah, we think there's a cage up
I
there.
had no idea. I didn't even.
That one was
They wrestled fucking 7 falls
that one was
in 3 matches.
Street Profits in the Undisputed Era for the tag titles. Io and Candice.
The 3rd fall for the new what was their first match? Fucking Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
New York. It was called.
That was still the best one of
The
theirs.
3rd fall was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
The whole match is incredible.
It was a single. So
Go
the
take a shit.
2 out of 3
Later.
falls. The 2 out of 3 falls was a singles, a street fight, and a barbed wire steel cage. Oh, here's the other one. Velveteen Dream defeated Pete Dunne and Roger Strong. The pedophile. Yeah. Yeah, my Senior Money in the Bank tweet's really popping off.
Hopefully it's a good, well-paced, quick show.
That's what I kind of hope for. That like, it's not too quick. Like I think we'll probably be out of there by like 11 or 11:30 tonight.
That's when they usually end, so yeah.
I think we get at least 3 hours. It's not gonna be an AEW pay-per-view where we're in there until like 12:30 at night.
That's why I like going to Full Gear. It was like 2.5 hours, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't need to sit through any AEW show that's 5 hours. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Forbidden Door with 0 hour was literally 5 hours.
Yeah, it was long.
For WrestleMania, maybe I'll stomach it and sit through it. I don't know, fucking AEW.
Well, WrestleMania with night 1 and night 2 was WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. They're no longer like I think it's like 3 hours each.
2 nights of WrestleMania is perfect.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, what's tomorrow going to bring? It's always that like comparison though. Because I remember everyone's like, oh, Takeover was going to be great at Mania, but then we knew Mania wasn't going to be exactly good, or we never knew it was.
Takeover was always outperforming whatever show they were.
The only one I would say with Mania takeovers that was okay was Orlando. And that's still a good show.
Still better than Mania.
Yeah, it's still better than Mania, but like if you compare all the takeovers
Because they
associated,
fucking ended with Bobby Roode winning a title in a boring match with Nakamura.
I remember tied.
The tag match was incredible. AOP versus DIY versus FTR.
Ember and Asuka, and I remember the opener was somebody.
Ember and Asuka like under-delivered. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, and then Dallas was a banger. New Orleans was fantastic. That ladders match was great. Brooklyn was great, and then it kind of slowed down from there. Because in 2020 we had Portland, and then COVID. Yeah. If you guys have anyone else have anything to say about tonight, you guys looking forward to the show?
No, I'm
Can't
pretty
wait to see
upset.
Cody.
Pretty sad we have to go.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch Parks in the hotel room.
fun. I'm glad we're here.
I don't know if I don't think Drew and Gunther can steal the show. I don't think they're capable.
Where do we think that match is actually placed in the show? Probably like right in the middle.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want after Logan? And it could be 2. You might want a hard hitting match after the high flying match. Who knows?
I feel like the Battle Royale is probably going to go on right either second last or third last.
The Battle Royale.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
perfect second to last match.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you want everyone going nuts for LA Knight right before Tribal Combat.
He's not going to win, so we're going to go.
But that's the thing though, because then it's like you need that like kind of sort of cool down match. I know LA Knight's still going to get the heat, but I feel the pop. Excuse me, but
That's what I'm saying. It might not be as much of a cool down match as a Battle Royal usually is.
Yeah. Because I could see it being like
There's some fucking all-stars in that match.
I could see it being Balor Rollins like third last, something second. Maybe even if you do MMA rules second last.
Yeah, they should, so everyone could go to the bathroom and chill.
That Battle Royal would probably should be going first, but
Should be on the pre-show.
Like,
or the pre-show, but yeah.
but they haven't done. I don't think the pre-show matches got axed pretty much with COVID.
The Battle Royal could just be second, too.
Yeah, you know what? Just
Give Logan Paul his what he wants.
Yeah.
And then get him out.
It is a good
Get
opener.
him to
though.
shut up.
Him and Ricochet's a good opener.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so don't go to the door.
Oh, that's totally wilderness.
No, it's
Or, sorry,
it's
Brady.
What?
It's Brady Livingston. Joey Janelle. Oh, do we want to wait for him or do we want to wrap?
No, okay.
Gave him the right room, remember? And I was like,
I was right around the corner. I knew. I just remember.
you're live on the internet now too. So we're recording a podcast right before the show. New guest Brady Livingston here. Do you have any thoughts for tonight or match?
I was watching first.
All right, cool. So that's that. But anyway, guys, I guess we vamp until he's done.
We went.
So I'm saying vamp until he gets back. If I did say a match order, I'd probably go like Ricochet, Logan Paul, Battle Royal, Women's Championship, Gunther, Drew. Maybe then go MMA, Seth, Finn, Cody, Brock, and then
the
Tribal
MMA
Combat.
match after the women's title match.
Those are 3 heavy hitters at the end. That's pretty good order.
Yeah.
I could see the MMA bullshit being second to last. Because nobody gives a shit.
Because like I'm looking at last year it went Bianca, Becky, then Logan Paul and The Miz, then Bobby Lashley, Theory, the Mysterios against Judgment Day, then remember this match, Pat McAfee and Happy Corbin.
Brutal.
The Usos defeating the Street Profits, Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey, and then Roman and Brock. That went 23 minutes, by the way.
What?
Roman and Brock last year. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I just figured, look, if the big pay-per-view like this.
Also, I mean, last year was Triple H's literal first show.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like what matches went in the past on a Vince show. It really doesn't matter.
I'm just kind of like guessing it from like a standpoint of where it's like what makes the most sense. And now because with WWE you can do that where it's like, hey, before the match order could be skewed. But I feel like, yeah, if you go with the 3 heavy hitters, like you do Seth and Finn third last, you have Cody and Brock co-main, and then Tribal Combat main. Like, I think that makes the most sense, and then you put Drew and Gunther right in the middle.
I think they're gonna put the Battle Royal as before the main event.
I was saying that.
They were saying though, but like LA Knight's so fucking over. It's not a cool down match.
It still is the
I
actual
put
match.
I put Shayna and Ronda before.
I could also see a world where
Cody
Cody
10
and
minutes is just gonna be. You can't even see LA.
Cody and Brock.
True.
Cody and Brock
Everyone
is
will be
going
chanting
on
it.
second or third. Actually, now that I think about it, you could have Cody and Brock go on after Logan Paul and Ricochet.
I don't think so. If they're not opening, they would. I think they'd be later.
Brock probably wants to go home.
Yeah.
His next best match is second. Get him the fuck out of here. Back to Saskatchewan, wherever the fuck he lives.
Yeah. Back to Sable.
Back to the farm.
I mean, what were they placed on at Night of Champions?
They close or it's.
Well, back to
They
the
were
tag match.
Second
was-
last or last or third last.
Yeah, they were at the end of the show. It's not like every time. Brock
Oh right,
wrestles.
the tag match Roman and Solo and the
Yeah, I just
or,
said that.
or no
It's not
Roman
like-
faced someone. No, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Roman and Solo. Brock Lesnar and Cody went on second last of that show.
That was also in Saudi Arabia.
Random thought, could you throw Dominic in
I
the
mean,
back?
he still has a private jet that he can go home from.
I don't think he gets his own. I think like there's a handful of people that go on that like special private one.
The one that got back from
yeah, like Vince and there's a few people on it, so I don't think he would have to wait anyway.
because I think cause
But
was,
he could also afford one if he wanted one.
But here's the thing, though, because when Matt's saying that, because I remember the SmackDown the next day after that whole plane malfunction was in Buffalo, and Brock opened the show. I just remember, yeah.
Okay.
I just remember that. So yeah, it's like there's a handful of people that are on that plane, but like we said, Vince is not here, so who really knows?
I remember Brock on that show.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like night. I'm
I
like
thought it was only Miz and Bryan.
they were
Matt.
two, but I'm pretty
They
sure
were there.
Brock. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. I'm really gotta look it up. But anyway, guys, I think that. Oh yeah. Ooh. Do we get any surprise? That's the. Oh, it's Jake Paul win via. Oh, let's go to a non-wrestling question from Randy. Does Jake Paul win by knockout tonight?
Jake Paul win by knockout tonight?
Yeah.
Against Diaz?
I can't see. I can't see
Bro,
Diaz
Diaz
making
is
like that rub.
Diaz is gonna have a heart attack on the way to the ring there. So I don't know. Jake Paul's gonna kick the shit out of him.
I'm sure he paid him to lose.
Yeah, Jake Paul, like, I mean, yeah, man.
I don't
How
think,
old's
I don't
Jake
think
Paul?
I
How
can
old's
care.
Diaz?
I don't think I could care. less.
Diaz is very old.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
not a boxer either.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Almost just as much of a boxer as Logan Paul, as a Jake Paul. though.
Diaz is just like crazy.
Diaz is a good.
Psycho.
Isn't he a good like stand-up like
I have
fighter?
no idea.
There was like
I think
an interview.
he's a good stand-up.
Did you see that
I
interview?
just
Like,
know his name.
Basically, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy,
I
who's
saw
the
his-
deal, who's the face, and then Jake's just like, Jake's the gay guy.
When I was coming back from San Francisco, I stayed in Vegas for one night, like not even a night, because the plane was very cheap. But I saw Nick Diaz.
And then, since we were talking about this already, we think with since Brady just got here, we'll ask him, do you think there's any actual surprises for tonight, or do you think it's we may get our hopes up?
If you think it's gonna be The Rock, you're probably getting your hopes up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be. I don't think anyone's returning tonight.
Maybe somebody in the Battle Royal.
Nobody like huge. Like
Ray
Ray
Orton's not gonna
like,
like
yeah.
Titan.
Carlito.
If the time comes back, I'll mark out. I'll kiss you.
Boogeyman.
He said Shelton would be in it, so I said if Shelton's in it, I'll
Sheldon's
kiss him.
at
Boogeyman.
He's at Evolve.
Evo, the gaming event.
Oh, I'm sure he's Oh, is that here?
No,
Oh,
he's with Xavier Woods. I saw them posted.
Nah.
that was today.
Yeah.
Damn, Boogeyman.
All right, if
Yeah, Boogeyman's gonna come for the
if
comfort
Cedric's
and
in it, if Cedric's in it, I'll kiss you.
What about Nails?
I wish.
Okay, probably can't even walk to the ring.
Dude,
anymore.
Comes down to Nails in LA now.
Did you see him?
Who was who?
Yeah,
What did I say?
how
Nails
he
and
was
who?
beginning.
Oh yeah, we
He's
should
more
get.
in like a prison.
No, we need a, nail, a nails
She had a line.
a nails and Dominic feud about how they were in jail together.
no, Braun. You said Braun.
Oh yeah, with
Get a little
Braun.
line,
Oh.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, you saying they should do
Nails and Braun should just yell at each other.
Yeah.
Fucking the deep boys. Foley. Just fucking yelling about Mick Foley. So you can get
See all the places where I pooped.
they're deep boys.
Big boss man, Foley.
Oh, that's off me. What are you guys eating tonight, Randy? We have no idea. Griff, did you get any interviews for the podcast? No, unfortunately not. That was not available. And to CM Punk beat Ricky Starks tonight, I don't
Could care less, and I doubt it.
Yeah. And besides Priest and Charlotte, we also get to the ratings last night. Hurricane
Where is Collision?
They didn't meet Charlotte.
somewhere, I think South Carolina or something
He
like that.
claimed left an hour early to get there.
Because we met them last night at the
An
hotel.
hour before the end of WrestleCon.
I scissored both of them last night in the hotel lobby.
What who is gonna watch fucking Collision tonight?
I guarantee you there's at least one mark in that stadium on their phone where it's just like, I saw that at Double or Nothing, someone had Takeover on their phone like while at T-Mobile Arena.
Smart.
Yeah. But yeah, as for who else we met last time, so we got Priest, we got Chelsea, Rosenberg, Roberts. Who else did we get last time?
Omas.
Omos, Trick Williams.
I was kind of drunk, so I don't remember.
Alex, who else did we get last
Come
time
on,
for me?
someone else.
A lot of people. I mean, we saw. a bunch
I
of
rode
people.
the
You saw
elevator.
literally the entire Raw roster.
Yeah,
I
I
rode
rode
most of the SmackDown roster today.
all of Imperium. I rode. That was the best last night. Me just getting the elevator, then just going through Priest and Chelsea.
Maxine, Zoe.
Yeah, Maxine and Zoe. We got Big E this morning. LA Knight, Grayson Waller.
Montez.
Almost got run over by Byron Sachs.
Bailey.
Oh yeah, Bailey this morning.
Yeah. LA Knight.
Yeah.
We did.
Are these eggs? Yeah.
These eggs farm raised?
Yeah.
And did we go? Well, we all went to the Superstore, but then Alex and I also went to the Ford Field Superstore as well. That was much better than the actual WWE Superstore as well. So both were.
Why was it better? Because no one was there.
No one was there. They have much better selection of shit. I gotta go over here and actually don't know where that bag went for.
I thought it was on the ground.
I like the Toronto one more.
Well, it's a Michigan license. It's a Michigan license plate. So see, this is the official one of the shirts there. But anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Guys, I want to thank you all for doing this. I know Brady, this is very impromptu of what we were doing, but everyone out there, enjoy SummerSlam. Have a good night, and more content to come.